Alright, so how's it going, guys? It's fresh. So earlier today I uploaded a video of me reacting kind of to the anime Ryzen trailer. However, I barely broke it down, and I do want to come back to this trailer and actually dissect what is going on, as well as some extra things and information that I do know I do want to share with you guys. So if you guys are new, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. The Discord link will be in the description down below, and I recommend you do check it out and things like that. So we are going to basically go over everything in the trailer, everything that we know about the game, what it's like, kind of like the gameplay loop and things like that. So let's get right into it. So I believe this is probably going to be the first map. It is the One Piece map. Now, what we can gather from this map is that, well, there's a lot of whitebeards. As well as you can see Galactic Ruins is the next portal, which honestly sounds like some Dragon Ball map by the sound of things. Anyway, when looking at this map, which it does kind of look like ACS, there's a few things. One, there is no orb. If you don't know what an orb is, it's kind of like the ACS when you summon to get your fighters. You spend coins and it opens a bunch at a time, like AFS, stars, things like that. There's no orb. If you ever played a Rise crossover, which if you haven't, I'm very surprised. It's basically, I'm pretty sure when you kill an enemy, you can not sacrifice it, you could arise it. And you'll see more of that later in the trailer. So let's keep playing this video. Okay. So this is the next world that it's going to take you. So this is probably the second world. And it's the same enemies as well, but if you look, there is no summon orb. There's a number 1 right here, which honestly I have no clue what that is. And there's also different elements in the game. Now, each element is good against another one, I'm pretty sure. So you're going to have to keep in mind on how the element system works. But it looks like we have like nature and fire. So keep that in mind. Then we have the Solo City map, or the Solo Leveling map. I don't know why I call it Solo City. And you can see there's number 2 on the ground actually. If you go back, see there's a number 2 on the ground, which I'm trying to figure out what that would be. Then you have the Demon Slayer map, and there is a number 1 on the ground. Okay, so there is definitely something going on with these numbers. I just don't exactly know what it is. We're trying to figure that out. Anyway, so this is more of the soul level, and there's a number 3 up there. It must have to do with like some certain in-game event that would happen, but we're just gonna have to keep that in mind. And here is more of the Demon Slayer map. Looks great. And then here is a different view of the One Piece map. Looks great as well. Now you can see some of these enemies have like a purple ring around them or a gray ring. I don't know exactly what that is, but it must be some sort of feature. Then we have more of this, and then more of the Dragon Ball map. So here is the lobby. I'm gonna go back because it went fast. Okay, so here's the machines. You have the machines area, which is probably for like ascensions and other stuff. Then you have the Infinity Castle area, which is where we are going to be going into right now. So looks good. Let's dissect this. So on the left side of the screen, it seems like you have like some rewards for playtime rewards, and then you have teleport, your units, store, and then season pass. On the right, you have your quest, and then a home button. Top left, sorry, my cursor is in the way. Top left is your diamonds and gold, and your top right is like general information, index, update, things like that. So this is the Infinity Castle. Now it says Fire Castle at the top, right? And it is floor 5. So I'm assuming that you're going to want an element that can attack fire to beat this easily. And we're going to go back in the Discord and show you guys what I mean by that shortly. Now, you can see that Subride is attacking Luffy, and they kill him. It doesn't look like you get a rise in this. Just based on this, and you'll see why. But you can see he has Sung Jinwoo, he has Igris, and then he has a noob, which I'm assuming is some starter character. And then, yeah, so I'm assuming you probably get some sort of good reward from doing that. And then here is another view of the lobby, which it went really fast, so we are going to have to slow this down. We have machines in the middle, castle, and then dungeons as well. Which I don't know what the difference is between this dungeon, oops. Yeah, dungeons, and then you have more dungeons. Interesting. Anyway, I don't know exactly how dungeons work, but here is the Igris dungeon. Monarch City Boss. So I'm pretty sure these probably each island or area has their own dungeon, and you can basically attack it. But it is a fire element, lots of fire elements, so keep that in mind. You can see it has a very fancy bottom aura, this rainbow. Anyway, you can use it, kill it, and then you get an item, or you can use an item called a resurrection scroll. Basically, you do that, you can arise the Igris, which is pretty cool. Then at the bottom, you also get a class quirk token. It looks like you get 5. So I'm assuming it's gonna kind of be like ACS. This looks great. And then boom, Dusk Bane. Then this is just a Whitebeard sneak. I'm assuming Whitebeard's gonna be like a legendary or like a mythic, just because I saw him a lot. Unless if there's different variants of the champion or the pet or whatever. Okay, so this is the Dragon Ball sneak. It's honestly just a cutscene, but it looks really cool. So this is gonna be Broly, I'm pretty sure. And there he is. So I'm assuming he might be like a dungeon character you can get, or like a secret character you can get, just based on how they advertised them or showed them. So yeah, that is the trailer, and as much as I can break it down, it's coming out June 14th, which is pretty cool. Elements and their advantage. If you attack with your elements, you can, I'm assuming you would do more damage, as well as there's 2 different types of factions. You have the holy and then the, I guess, the evil faction. So make sure you are with your faction, if that makes sense. Beyond that, you have fire, which goes good against ice. Ice goes good against earth. Earth goes good against water, and water goes good against fire. So remember these elements, kind of like Pokemon if you've ever played, because it's going to be crucial for actually beating some of the content in the game. Some of the things we saw in the trailer, and then here are some of the maps that Wisdom Clock showed us, which looks great. So that is all I have for you guys. I'm going to try to make more videos like this. If you have any questions, let me know. Join the Discord, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.